Canada. Oh, Canada.
What is going on?
I see. Bye,
Sorry about that. I'm not sure what just happened. Let's continue learning about Canada. So last week I mentioned things like continents and countries and provinces and territories and cities. What do all those words mean? Let's learn. This is a world map. The world is divided into 7 very large continents. The continents are divided into countries. Canada, the country we live in, is on the continent of North America. The country, Canada, is then divided even smaller into 10 provinces and 3 territories. We live in the province of Ontario. The provinces are divided into even smaller cities. We live in the city of Ottawa. Well, that's a lot of information. Let's review. The world is divided into very large continents. The continents are divided into countries. The country, Canada, is divided into provinces and territories. And within those, they are divided into even smaller parts called cities. We live in the province of Ontario in the city of Ottawa. Large continents are divided into countries. Country Canada is divided into provinces and territories, and in each of those, they are divided into cities. That was a lot of information. Don't worry if you didn't understand it. You are going to learn about this in all the grades to come. So let's move on and let's talk about some special things to Canada. So Canada's national symbols. Symbols are really just pictures or things that represent Canada. So they're very special and people think of Canada when they see these things. All right, let's take a look. Red and white are Canada's colors. This is the Canadian flag. It is red, white, and has a maple leaf right in the middle. Maple trees are very important to Canada. They can be found across Canada, and they are especially beautiful in the fall with all those gorgeous colored leaves. Although this Canadian coin, the penny, is not being made anymore, you may see it around your house and notice that it has a maple leaf on it. Maple trees are very special to Canada as they are used to make maple syrup. Did you know that Canada makes 71% of the world's maple syrup? Wow, that's a lot. The beaver is also a very special symbol of Canada. It started in the 1600s when fur hats were very popular. Canada made a lot of money selling beaver pelts. Luckily for the beaver, silk hats became the it thing, and the beavers were much safer then. Canada honors the beaver for how it helped Canada by putting it on coins and stamps. Hockey! Hockey is the national winter sport of Canada. We have our very own hockey team here in Ottawa, the Ottawa Senators. Have you gone to see a game? Lacrosse is the national summer sport of Canada.
In the 78 gold medal game. Right on the doorstep, diving in, and Canada.
Here is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, the RCMP. They were the first police in Canada. They symbolize law and order. You may have gone to see their musical ride show. This is where they show off their horse riding skills. Although when we think of the RCMP, we think of them in their red scarlet uniform. They are Canadian police officers and mostly wear a typical police uniform daily. Most also drive a police car. Let's learn about Canadian coins. These are the 5 coins we use regularly. Let's go from smallest to largest. This is a nickel. It has a beaver on it, and it is worth 5 cents. There are 2 ways to write it. This is a dime. It has a boat on it, and it is worth 10 cents. This is a quarter. It has a caribou on it, and it is worth 25 cents. This is a loonie. It has a loon, a type of bird, and it is worth $1. A dollar is 100 cents. This is a toonie. It has a polar bear on it, and it is worth $2. A toonie is 200 cents. We also have some money called bills. We have a blue $5 bill, a purple $10 bill, a green $20 bill, and a red $50 bill, and a brown $100 bill. July 1st is Canada's birthday. Many people pile into downtown Ottawa to celebrate on Parliament Hill to watch the Governor-General Foot Guards changing of the guards. Watch the snowbirds fly above. A very large stage is set up and the Canadian artists come to speak and perform for everyone. We have many famous Canadians. A couple you may recognize is Justin Bieber, Drake, and Terry Fox. Terry Fox was a Canadian athlete diagnosed with cancer and had to have his right leg amputated. In 1980, he started a marathon called the Marathon of Hope, where he began running across Canada to raise money for cancer research. We continue to remember and honor Terry Fox's life every year in school by raising money and having our very own Terry Fox run at school. Here are some things that have been invented in Canada. Peanut butter. Egg cartons used to be carried in baskets and would break. Egg cartons for the win. Insulin. It is kind of like special medicine that saves millions of people's lives every day. It is so important. Canadian was the first person successful to ever send audio and make the first radio broadcast. Thank you. I love listening to music on the radio. All right, well, that's it for this week. Please join me next week to learn even more about Canada and even a little bit about Ontario. Well, let me know what you love about Canada. Bye for now.